Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Citizen. Here we are at the second event of Invictus Week. It is Aegis Day, so we're going to go through and take a look at the Aegis ships that are on display in the showroom for this Invictus. Okay, the ship right here. This here is the Retaliator bomber. It actually comes with a few options. It comes with size 9 torpedoes, or there's actually a drop pod that actually comes in here that you can get for it as well, which makes it so that you can have it as a stealth dropship. I believe. These are We'll go ahead and take a look inside. Okay. Look right here. Here's where the torpedoes lie. We have another one right here. These torpedo pods will actually be the things that get split out to a drop pod, where you'll have a bunch of jump seats, and it'll actually drop down the entire pod to have everybody evac, I guess. I believe right here is a turret. Yeah, it won't let me move it around. Where's the lower turret? There's a shower right here. Yes, this one here. This is the way that takes me to the bridge. That's the pilot seat. As well as another turret. And here's another lower turret. Head up here to an upper turret as well as the bunks. Here's where the sleep bunks are. This ship got a lot of use at Xenothreat because it has a pretty good sustaining platform with all the turrets that you can use it to fend off fighters while you have the torpedoes in order to take out the Idris and the hammerheads that arrive during Xenothreat. Another bunk. And this here is the Retaliator. Right here we have the Saber Comet. I'm not 100% sure how this handles. We'll have to give it a try. But it's a nice little stealth fighter. Stealth really isn't in the game just yet. But we'll have to give it a try and find out. This here is the Hammerhead. One of only 2 actual capital ships that are currently in the game. A fully armed Hammerhead is kind of something to behold. It's a pretty decent thing to do to battle against. You actually have in the very hard bounties, or the extremely hard bounties, the ERTs, you'll actually have this as your target to destroy. And so you'd actually have to deal with a couple of fighter support as well as this Hammerhead. These also show up during Xenothreat. And it is an extremely large ship. I haven't actually flown one. But you have turrets. A small cargo hold, as well as a rear turret. Here's a quick look around at it. You have the upper turret. These four massive turrets. As well as an upper and the lower. At the elevator. Captain's office. Elevator. Another elevator. I believe that is the docking collar. There we go. And here is the bridge. Gives you plenty of vision. For basically doing ground support as well as piloting. Now currently if you had this, you would actually enter and exit through here, which is actually the docking collar. Most of the spaceports. And that's the hammerhead. Yep, here's the saber. And this here, this came out the end of last year. This is the Aegis Redeemer. It was initially designed to be a dropship, basically a smaller version of the Valkyrie, but instead it became a gunship. It does have some jump seats inside of it, not many, but this thing is a beast of a ship. It is guns galore. This front turret can be slaved for to the pilot. This front turret here. We have a man turret here. And I think a couple others. We have a remote turret in the back here. I get to open up. So I take a quick look inside. Come on. Okay, it's being a punk. But that's Star Citizen. I wonder if I can try it from a... That's great. It is one hell of a gunship. They nerfed it a little bit to the turrets. Actually, slowed them down because this was extremely difficult to deal with and kind of took control of the airspace. Now we'll meet a ship that had been nerfed later on this week during Invictus that had everybody up in arms about. We'll discuss that once we get to it. Now here we are. See if we can get behind this. This here is the Aegis Avenger Renegade. This was a special edition. It is the same as the Avenger Titan, which is currently, well, in my opinion, one of the best starter ships that you can get if you're going to purchase with real money. And here's the Avenger Titan. It gives you the ability to, one, it gives you a bed for logging out. You have HCU of cargo, and you can actually do a lot of have this open up for some of the smaller vehicles, like I believe the Dragonfly will fit in here, the Nox, the Grey Cat Buggy. It's not quite big enough for a rock, but it's a great little ship. It comes, and the loadout that you can put on this thing would be, if you decide to go fixed lineup, because this handles well enough that you can actually fly around with fixed weapons. You'll be able to run 2 size 2s as well as a size 3 on the nose as fixed weapons. This here, I believe, would be the Warlock, correct? No. Here is the Stalker. This is a bounty hunter version. Each one back here, it actually has holding cells for you to put your bounties. This is the Aegis Eclipse. The stealth bomber, I guess you could say, of Aegis. It comes with 3 size 9 torpedoes, and a lot of people like to use these for the ERTs, the group ERT missions, because you have to take out 3 hammerheads as the main main bounties, and you can kind of cruise up with this and launch each of your torpedoes, and I believe for the most part you can actually take out each of the hammerheads with just 1 torpedo. Right, here we are. Which one are you? Here is the Warlock. This one actually comes with an EMP. This is a favorite of pirates because it's a nice small maneuverable ship with a decent EMP on it for stunning ships. Here is the Aegis Gladius. This ship is currently one of the oldest small fighter ships in the UE Navy. It's been around for well over 100 years, and is currently one of 2 ships that are the predominant ships for PvP for PvPers. This ship and the Anvil Arrow that we showed in the last video, these 2 actually are kind of go head to head, and going back and forth between the PvPers. They argue over which is the more dominant. Okay, let's take a look. And now we'll head over to the Vanguards. Now the Vanguards I actually like. I like them the most out of the ships. I have a Vanguard Sentinel. They're heavy fighters. They're not the best for PvP combat. They're pretty decent for PvE, and the Sentinel is I think the best out of the bunch because it comes with a really nice size EMP. Like one of the main ways that PvPers would deal with a Vanguard, because it does have a good amount of firepower, is to come in close, because they're really not as maneuverable as the light fighters are. So the light fighters can usually stick with them and stay basically out of reach of the guns and just take them out. Now, as you can see what I was saying, quite a lot of firepower. Each of those on the nose is a size 2, and then you have either a gimbaled size 4 or a size 5 fixed weapon on the nose. I don't want to rent. I just want to open it up. Why won't you let me? Oh well. Well, there's several different variants of this, of the Vanguard. Here's the Harbinger. The Harbinger is actually the gunfighter version of it. Then I believe over here, the Hoplite, which is actually the dropship version. And I really wish I can open these up. This actually is, when I was talking about the dropships, this one has, I believe, 6 jump seats in the back in order to act as a dropship. Oh, I'm sorry. The Warden. The Warden is actually the fighter version of it. The Harbinger has a couple of size 5 torpedoes. And over here is the Sentinel. This one has the EMP. All come with basically the same. Well, they come with different nose guns. This one has Disruptor. Then you have a ballistic cannons, laser cannons, and laser repeaters. that's the Vanguard series. Now let's head downstairs. I think there's a downstairs. I'll actually try to purchase each of them in-game to give them a run for you guys so you can see them in combat, but I can at least show the Sentinel for you. The Vanguards have a single, basically a single pilot that has control of pretty much all the guns, but it also comes with a turret, which is very helpful, being that you lose a lot of maneuverability. With the Vanguard as a heavy fighter, most heavy fighters are a lot less maneuverable than the light fighters that you might end up going up against in PvP or even PvE. So having a turret gunner is very helpful. They have with them 2 size 2s on the turret. Now let's see what we have here. The Aegis Nautilus. This ship right here is a mine layer. It's basically designed to be a a ship that lays out minefields for the UAE Navy, if I remember right. Wow, we're buggy today. Yep, tactical mine layer. It's currently not in game yet. I believe it is a sub-capital ship. And here is the Vulcan, which is a repair ship, a smaller repair ship. Yeah, a medium repair refuel. We saw yesterday the Crucible. This is a smaller version of that to go with the fleet and basically fly around and take care of patching up holes and light repair and stuff like that with as the fleet is on the move. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Aegis Days for Invictus. As always, have a good day. Hope to see you out in the black. And enjoy Invictus.